morning, morning, good morning, morning.
We do apologize for the technical difficulties. We continue on this morning with TTSA, Trinidad and Tobago Student Association, Mr. Daniel Wilson. He is the president of the TTSA at the U.W.I Cave Hill campus. I'm going to say good morning to Daniel.
Hi, good morning, Tobago. Good morning, everyone. So glad to be here.
Now, Daniel, I know that you are a familiar face in the Tobago space, but you are joining us from Barbados to tell us a little bit about your victories that you have had over the past semester.
Yes, I am president of the Trinidad and Tobago Student Association at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. And what the TTSA is, we are a welfare organization that seek to take care of the welfare of all Trinbago students studying at UWI Cave Hill. So we do this by putting on a number of events and initiatives geared towards promoting the cultural enrichment, educational pursuits, and just overall general immersion of our Trinbago members into our culture. And just a little background about the UWI Cave Hill environment. We are one of the most diverse campuses across the University of the West Indies. So we have students from all over the region, all over the world. I believe this is the first campus where you would find a student or students from both Antigua and Barbuda, students from both St. Vincent, the Grenadines. You would find a student from Bequia, you would find a student from Carriacou, Petit Martinique. You find students from all over the region. So we are really a melting pot here at the UWI Cave Hill. And the Trinidad and Tobago Students Association would have put on a number of events and initiatives under the umbrella of the TTSA Week 2024. So another background, each island association or each country association has their own week of events to showcase their unique culture, their heritage, and their history. So we would have put on our week from February 25th to March 3rd. And at the UWI Cave Hill Guild Awards that took place last Saturday, we were awarded for our success during this entire academic year in sharing our culture and just being a beacon for cultural immersion throughout the campus.
All right, so I do see you wearing a Student Guild t-shirt, right? So a lot of people might not be aware that there is a balance that you have to strike between doing your studies and, of course, handling the responsibilities of being president of the TTSA. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, what is your major, what faculty do you belong to?
Okay, so currently I'm a third year law student, and already that is a challenging degree in and of itself. For me, the balance really comes in prioritizing your task and ensuring that you always plan ahead. So, for instance, I've held this position of president of TTSA since June 1st of 2023, and my tenure ends June 1st, 2024. So, during that time, I would have had to make the conscious effort to not only give of my best to the organization and lead a 13 team executive, but also to prioritize my studies in the final year of my LLB. And I think it comes with a level of dedication, it comes with a level of practice, it also comes with a level of just knowing yourself and knowing your study habits, knowing your tendencies, and having a good grasp of what you're able to do and what you're not able to do, what you're comfortable with within the academic environment and what you're uncomfortable with. So for me, I could probably pick up a book a week or two before exam and be fine because I know how my study scheduling works. I know how I study and I could do it well. But for some, they might need a bit more time. So I think it's all about learning how you balance and perfecting that method.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel, for telling us about yourself. Now, you you managed to get a grip on several awards for the Student Guild Awards, right? So I'm just going to mention some of those awards before we actually get into what your preparation and stuff was like. So,
Okay.
viewers, he won President of the Year, Island Association of the Year, Most Outstanding ICC Executive, Best Cultural Night, Best Food Day, Best FET First Runner-Up, Best New Initiative second runner up. Daniel, I want to say congratulations to you. This was a lot to achieve, even through, as you said, such a jam-packed degree, right? So congratulations to you. So
Thank
tell
you
us,
so
what was the preparation like? I mean, you have to retain the culture of Trinidad and Tobago, of course, and properly showcase it to the rest of the university and by extension, probably some staff members and the other associations present. So how was the preparation like?
Well, first of all, I want to say that it was by no means a one man show. It was not Daniel won all these awards, by no means. It was the Trinidad and Tobago Students Association. So I have a 13-member executive team that works tirelessly alongside me. And I just want to big up each and every one of them: Kalia, Sarah, Malik, Amira, Denique, Sidel, Akeem, Ebony, Rohan, Sydney, Chidika, Kennedy, and Adriana. They are really the backbone of the organization and would have allowed me, as president, to really just to inspire a vision among our Trinbago populace here at campus. The award ceremony was really a spectacular occasion because we were able to celebrate in the richness of our Trinbago culture, the Trinbago heritage. And not only that, the preparation leading up to executing a year long series of events was really, really strenuous because we had to, first of all, brainstorm what do we really want to put forward to the UWI populace? What aspects of our culture do we want to show? So I believe some of our major events throughout this academic year was definitely our TTSA Culture Night, where we would have got support from historical Tobago icons like Dr. Rita Pemberton. She shared some valuable insight to the organization with respect to our diversity and how it contributes to us developing as a people. Our culture night featured different aspects. We had live steel pan performances. We had different booths that showcased what we do during different festivities. So, for instance, Parang is not something that is, let's say, recognized on the scale that it is in Trinidad and Tobago across the region and across the world. So we showcased those elements. We had hot corn soup. We had the traditional Trinbago snacks in our culture night, and obviously we put on a showcase with that event. We also had other events that included a steel pan workshop, and this was led by our returning officer, Miss Adriana Joachim, and Mr. Aki Morales, our CAC, where we taught students the art of playing the pan. We taught them the history of steel pan development. And this was really an immersive experience for students who are not really aware of the birthplace of pan, who are not really aware of its development and stuff like that. They were able to become fully engrossed within the instrument. We also had a food day that featured a number of Trinbago specialties. So we had the doubles, we had the curry, we had the corn soup, we had the Trinbago preservatives. We had everything on showcase for persons to really come and enjoy. And as I would have mentioned before, preparation really entailed a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication with our membership, and it really took a great chunk of us. But in the end, I believe that we were successful, not just because of the value of our ideas, but because of the support of our membership here at UWI. Fun fact, we are the second largest student population at UWI behind the home country of Barbados. And special shout out to all the Trinbago students studying at UWI because you are the ones who really contributed to the success of our initiatives by showing up, by participating, by supporting. You made the change and you contributed towards developing our Trinbago community here at Caville.
All right. So I see the amount of awards you've won. It's very important that we do retain our cultural identity when we do branch out into the various Caribbean islands. And looking at the list of awards that you have won, you have done an excellent job, Daniel. Congratulations to you. So as we wrap up our interview this morning, do you want to tell us what it was like when you received those awards? I mean, I was going to ask you about the curry thing, but you answered the question. A lot of people, when they hear Trinidad and Tobago, they automatically think doubles, pulori, roti, the mix. So I'm happy that you included those. So before we finish up this morning, do you want to tell us what it was like receiving those awards? I saw a very big smile on your face in a lot of those pictures. So what was the feeling like?
Well, the feeling was really spectacular because, as I would have mentioned, the team and I put a lot of work throughout this entire year. So it wasn't just a success for me personally as president, but for the entire executive team. We were delighted to receive these awards. And again, we have a lot of persons to thank for these awards. Our sponsors here, Dr. Peter Shamey, Miss Carla Ali, Miss Arlene Daniel. We also received support from the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, actually, as well, and especially our membership. You are the reason why we were successful in these awards, and you are the reason why the Trinbago culture and heritage continues to pervade not just throughout the region, but throughout even our little things that we do here on campus. Thank you so much for the support of the Tobago population, and thank you so much for having me here today just to share a bit about what we are doing to promote our cultural heritage overseas.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for being with us. I know you made many strides, as I said before, in Tobago, and it's very nice to see that you are making many over in Barbados. And on behalf, of course, of our little island of Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, of course. Yes, so we continue on, and we would like to thank you so much, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Student Association. Congratulations once again from the Tobago Updates team. We continue on this morning, viewers, with our Caribbean Youth and Student Workshop, where Mr. Darion Mitchell will be telling us a little bit about. So as we continue on, we encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live.